Jöregel kívánok! Hogy vagy? Yo? Hmm. Boy, what a difference a good night rest makes. I gotta tell you. Oh, goodness gracious. What a stressful couple of days it's been for me. I would be lying, but it's hard because it's Murphy's Law. What can happen will happen. And, uh, and like I said yesterday, I land in Australia, and the very first day I have a little hiccup in my system, so to speak, with my websites and my clients. And it's hard when I'm out and about trying to enjoy myself, and all the while I'm thinking, about my websites and are they working right as they're supposed to be, and if all that stuff. And it can be a little bit challenging, and it's also a little bit unfair to Michelle, to not be fully here and present and enjoying and living in the moment, uh, and not worrying about something that I probably shouldn't even be worrying about. Wasn't it? I think it was FDR that said the only thing to fear is fear itself. Isn't that true? The only thing to fear is fear itself. And that's something that I've thought about quite a lot over the course of my lifetime when I find myself worrying about things that I don't necessarily have a lot of control over. And the only thing to fear is fear itself. I think he also said walk softly and carry a big stick, but I haven't seen any big sticks around here. Maybe I'll find a big stick before the day is through. But anyway, speaking of the day, I am taking Michelle today on the Big Fury. You can Google that, Big Fury Airlie Beach, or Big Fury Whitsundays, or something like that. So we're getting on a boat, a high-speed boat, at about 9:30 this morning, and we're going out to, I think it's Whitshaven Beach or something. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. When you Google the Whitsunday Islands, you'll see pictures oftentimes of Whitshaven Beach and what have you. So I'm taking her sailing today, and we're gonna go. Well, not sailing, snorkeling. We're gonna go snorkeling over in Whitshaven, and I'm gonna do a video. And I'll do a video and bring you along. I'll try to bring my drone with me. Well, I will bring my drone with me. That's why I bought it, and do some videos. I'm not too sure about the whole integration of the. It's a learning curve with the drone. The to get real smooth camera angles and transitions, and to get the right shots. With my walk and talk videos, there's not a lot of thought to it. I just walk and I talk. That's quite simple. Walk and talk. There's nothing to it. But when you start to integrate some high-tech stuff like a drone, then you got to do a you got to integrate a little bit of creativity. But as we speak right now, I'm uploading a video from yesterday that we did with a drone over by Bowen. What was cool actually was that we got to Horseshoe Bay, and I got my drone all set up, ready to fly, and I went to take off, and my controller started beeping and started telling me that I can't take off there. It's a no-fly zone. So it's good to know, it's good to know where the no-fly zones are, and that you can't take off. And I would assume the same would probably be said. You can't fly into a no-fly zone. But anyway, that's it. Not too much on my mind today, to be quite honest with you. I am. Isn't that a nice view? And if you got to wake up every morning, look at that. Look at that view. Isn't that something? I'm going to do a walk and talk. I'm going to do a walk and talk down in Airlie Beach later on today, but I'll show you something here if I can. When I was up in Cairns, they had a beautiful lagoon pool right by the water, And right here, they've got a lagoon pool as well, and it's just open to the public. It's right there. It's just a gorgeous swimming pool. Just beautiful, beautiful swimming pool. And you can just go there and just enjoy yourself and swim. But I'm going to do a walk and talk today. And I'm going to start, I'll start somewhere along here and walk through and take you through Airlie Beach, the town of Airlie Beach. But anyway, uh, the yesterday I had mentioned about my thought process about going over to Perth, and I was struggling with that because part of me wants to just stay put. Good morning, Oz. How you doing? Part of me wants to just stay put and and spend time with Michelle, like I said yesterday, and work. But then, there's a part of me that says, when I get back, and I'm sitting in that office, that cozy little office, living the soft life. When I get back, I'd be looking up at a map of Australia, and Perth would still be a dot on a map that I always dreamed of visiting. So, I've got to go. I've got to go to Perth. Definitely got to go to Perth. So what I'm going to do, I've pretty much decided, is I'm going to go back with Michelle, and we get back on a Tuesday, and that Sunday, or that actually, I got to figure it out. Maybe I'll be with her the better part of. We get back. Oh, I don't know. I don't. I don't need to bore you with the details, but I think it's about March 7th. She bought tickets to Elton John. What a bombshell! Elton John on the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, I mean, to see Elton John, this is his last tour, I believe, and he's an icon in the music industry. And the fact that Michelle would buy tickets to go see Elton John is just unbelievable. So, I mean, I was going to leave to go down to Perth on the 3rd of March, but as it is, or the 2nd of March, or whatever it is. But as it stands right now, it'd be pretty foolish not to stick around and see Elton John in the Sunshine Coast. So that'll give me an opportunity to buckle down and do some work, because Michelle will be back to work when we get back from this vacation. So she'll be back working a regular schedule, up early in the morning and home late in the afternoon, which will give me a much needed opportunity to get some work done in anticipation of going to Perth. But Oz was one of the first yesterday to point out Fremantle over in Western Australia, and then somebody emailed me yesterday, or messaged me yesterday, that they had mentioned Fremantle to me last week, and I started checking it out, and boy, it looks like a nice place, a great place to do some walk and talks. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go over to to Perth on like the 8th of March, and spend the better part of a week there, and then catch a flight and go down to the land of go down and see Oz, go down and meet Carlo. Hi, it's me. Well, hello. But go down and see Carlo and his lovely wife and his son, and go spend some time down there, and then ultimately find my way over to New Zealand. So Michelle has a ticket to go fly into Wellington on April 3rd, and I think that's what I'll do. Is I will meet Michelle. Either I'll go back, find my way back to Brisbane and fly to New Zealand with her, or I'll fly out of. I heard he is not well at the moment. That's Elton. I know. I saw that the other day. That Elton. I saw that the other day. But anyway, all right. I'm getting a little warning on my phone that I'm using my data, so I better run. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Take good care.